And the Sweetwater Chronicles live on. Today, we are back to what we were doing originally, not what we were doing last time, and I am looking at things that I've been made aware exist, like this, and the new mushroom town that is being built, and a Mario castle. All things we're looking at today, and maybe more. I don't remember. I'm going to do a double check of the map, but I've been made aware these exist, and I wanted to show them off and talk about them, and I think they're all pretty cool. So currently we're in Buenardopolis because I've been made aware of Spillway City, which I believe is currently still in development, which I didn't even look over here and see what's over here. I just went on the straight path of the city. I'm guessing these just connect to the surface. I don't know why my mouse is so weird. I guess I hit F8. Is F8 smooth mouse? Ooh, not a fan. It's gonna be down here. So I was on, not yesterday, this would have been 2 days ago, so this would have been a Sunday, and I was made aware of the existence of Spillway City, made by, I can't remember off the top of my head, I feel a little bad about that, but Slippin' Jimmy. Yeah, Slippin' Jimmy showed me this. Sorry, Slippin', if you watch this, I didn't mean to forget your name. But this is like a cool, like, underwater spillway, I guess would be the word, like said, city that he's been building, and yeah, I don't know why I said "and" there. Look at you're in the church or you're in the court. Maybe there's a book in there. Teaching to all of your disciples, unless this is a court, in which case you're not. This room? I am not too sure what this one is, but it has a lot of wool colors in it. I think they're all different colors as well. This might be the same purple. No, that's pink. Jump over and swim in the poo-poo water to get here. That was like someone's house. This is just a basement. Oh, it goes down to this lower level. Okay, I think we went in here last time. I just don't remember it off the top of my head. Because that just goes right down here. There's like another house. Oh, this one has like a cool table. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. Using pistons for tables is an ingenious idea that I would not have thought of. Then we have this. It's like a restaurant, bar type thing. You also have this lounge back here. These up tables on the wall. You have pool. I don't have a pool stick, but you could play here if pool was a mechanic in the game. You have this, and this is just, it feels very cozy in here. Like, you walk in here and you know you're about to get a real good, warm meal on a cold Saturday night in December. It's loud, but not too loud. The drinks are strong, but not so much you can't walk home. It's a lovely, like, feeling in this area. There's a market. It looks like they were still making this one. I imagine maybe you could, like, rent out one of these spaces and you have, like, multiple different stores going on. That'd be pretty cool. Small house. Okay. Looks like someone is currently planning to build something there. I would love to build here, but I'm not Buenardopolis certified. You have this chair and you can just kind of watch people run down the street and enjoy their lives. It's like a, a cute idea. Probably a good length here. Going to build funnel lake room. Tree of life idea? All the leaves come back to man-made. Tree? Bush? Not entirely sure what's going on there. I guess the final plans, but small home. I'm sure we'll see what that means in due time. But, yeah, no, I was shown this the other day, because I think Slippin' Jimmy wanted cobblestone, like a lot of cobblestone, so I TP'd to him. Can I take this? Yes? Maybe not? I don't really know. But he needed cobblestone, and we're building out Chunktown, which I might show off at the end of this video, just to set in stone the fact that there will inevitably be a Chunktown related video. And I guess that will be that until Chunktown actually does get like fully developed, which is probably going to be a hot minute from now. Welcome to the underground. How was the fall? Undertale. I honestly, that's a pretty good guess, I guess. I don't really know where the underground is, but I do know there's an underground in Undertale, where, you know, the whole game takes place. Now, nearby, there should be another thing, and I believe, if my memory serves, it should be off in this direction, sort of over here, or maybe up on the hill. Slippin' Jimmy also has a second project he is working on that I think is on currently, I guess, hiatus, because when I last talked to him about it, he was like, yeah, you know, I don't have the motivation to continue the project right now. On that note, I'm probably going to end this recording and quickly check where it is, because I actually don't know. Unless it is just right over here. That is not it. Okay. I'll be back in 1 second. Alright, so I found the place. I want to take a quick second, though, because I wanted to say this at the start of the video, but I forgot. Awesome thanks to xluke44, who sent me a mod pack, which you can probably notice. You've probably noticed. It includes several different features. First of all, we have the mini-map and the ability to just place our waypoints, which is incredibly convenient. It also adds Optifine, so we have all of the graphical features, plus I have a zoom now, which is really convenient. It probably will help eventually the series. And it just adds some quality of life features, like shift-clicking in crafting, or being able to hold down right mouse button to place a bunch of items in the menu. And also, skins work, so I'm Monokuma, but as a maid, but also the skin doesn't really look that great. So maybe ignore that unless you're a really crazy Danganronpa fan and you're like, wow, that's so cool. I want to have the Monokuma made myself. Well, you know what? Maybe one day you'll have it. So we are here at... I don't see the pop-up in my corner, so I'm hoping this is recording. We are here at the, Super Mario 64 the Princess Peach's castle that... Slippin' Jimmy has been working on. This is another thing that he's been doing that, like I said, he is currently hiatusing because it's a little hard to find the want to go through developing this right now. But you have all the picture. Well, the main foyer room is done, along with some of these side rooms. So we have the Babam Battlefield. I think this is I don't remember. Cool Mountain. Hole. And this one isn't done, but this will go out to the back garden, which I think he said he wants to do next, even though the sign says basement. He thinks the basement will suck to do, which it probably will. Womp's Fortress. I don't remember how the paintings look that much, so I'm assuming this is a pretty solid look at them. Jolly Roger Bay. Also, the upstairs is mostly done, although I think it expanded a little more. I don't entirely remember. It's been a really, really long time since I have played Mario 64. A really long time. I only ever played the Nintendo DS version of the game. So, I'm not the... I'm not the best person to probably look at this, but I did want to show it off because I think it is a really cool effort that he's made. Or she's made. I actually really don't know. But I keep using he. I should just use neutral pronouns. Oh, I honestly didn't even notice that there was a moat. Somehow. I guess when you kind of look at it from this angle, it's actually pretty hard to not see the moat. I'm not really sure what I'm doing. Is there, in this version, the enchanting table? No. But, yeah, really cool effort by them. See? I'm getting really progressive. A really cool effort, and hopefully at some point they'll come back and work on this project. But, you know, if they're not super into it, they're not super into it. There's no forcing people to, like, make shit. But still, really cool stuff. And I'll be back again. Alright, so I guess we have a little bit of time to head over to this one, because I'm trying to come at it from the appropriate way. So I think they want you to, because there's a bridge you cross. But unfortunately, we are on the other side of that, so we're slowly going to maneuver our way over there. I guess I wanted to say two things, and then we'll just do some walking, and I will probably, you know, I haven't recorded a video in like a week, but don't worry, in a week, my ability to talk nonsensically has not been discarded. That is a kind of a dope-ass, like, natural lava pool, actually. Hopefully, this series is still pretty cool, and you guys are still enjoying it. I have ideas for a thing or two I want to do for the series, but if there are any ideas at all, please tell me, because one thing I want to do is I want to cross the giant, like, transcontinental gravel path that has been made that took, I guess, a long time to do. You need a lot of gravel. That's on the list to do, hopefully pretty soon, and I wanted to maybe do, like, interviews. Someone said, oh, you should interview people who are on the server and see what they think and talk about it, and, like, that could be a cool thing I am also interested in doing. But if there's any other ideas, let me know, because otherwise it's going to be a lot of digging out Chunktown, because that is the main thing right now. In fact, after this, ooh, there's a little sneak peek, I might go and do a video where I dig out Chunktown for 20 minutes, because I don't want to look over there. I want to get to that bridge before we get, like, a proper look. I want to get, like, a beautiful cinematic view. There's going to be a lot of videos of me digging out Chunktown, and I'm kind of tempted to do a Chunktown digging video and talk, but I would like a little bit of assistance in the sense that, like, if you watch this at least somewhat regularly, would you rather just time-lapsed content of digging out Chunktown? Because I could probably do that. Or do you want something that's more akin to this, where I talk the entire time, and it is like, you know, this is... Someone was telling me in chat, like, oh, I watched one of your videos this morning when I had my tea. And I was like, that's fucking awesome. Is this, like, good tea time content, hearing me talk just kind of about things related to the server, and, you know, things that aren't related to the server. I think I'm pretty good at talking. I don't know if it's, like, an appealing thing that I do, though. So, I mean, if you're also watching for that, please, and, you know, tell me what you think. And that'll be pretty useful, pretty helpful. But we are coming across what I believe they have determined will be called Myceliaville. Though, I guess they haven't necessarily fully figured out the name for it, considering they held a poll pretty recently about what they should call it. But I believe they're going to go with Myceliaville. This started very recently. I want to say this has been Myceliaville, yeah, and much love. I want to say this started in, like, the last week they started building this, or maybe someone had built just a mushroom and then they were going from this. Oh my god, that's awesome. I love that. From April 13th, 2025. Yeah, they founded it on Homestuck Day. I can only imagine they were watching a Let's Read Homestuck video and they're like, wow, this is the coolest idea I've ever had in my life. Portobello Ranch. See, that zoom is already coming in handy. Wow. Fungalore or Shroomy? I'm feeling a Fungalore for this guy. Do I have a sign to contribute the name? No. There's a crafting table, I'll give my... Okay. Ask and you shall receive. Oh god, I don't even know if it's... Was it with an E? Shit. +1 for fungal lore. And if we win, it'll be truly crazy. Actually, it's true that beta 1.9 does not exist. Yeah, it's kind of like a weird tidbit about Minecraft. 1.9 does not exist. It'll just be in 1.0. I still have an underground project. It'd be really cool to have pistons here that like pull this open, and then you can go down underground from there. That'd be awesome. Maybe you can have like a lever on the wall, and then you flick it. I mean, I'm not good with redstone. Maybe you'd need 2 levers, but you flick it, and then it pulls here, and then I don't know, redstone goes up and around to there, or some way like that. I'm not good at redstone. Like I said, don't ask me to help. I might make a little shroom hut if no one is taking this plot of land. Feel free, Flash. Let's go check out the mushroom, though. What is it, Portobello Farm? Ranch. Ooh. We got some cute houses over here. Mr. Portobello's farmhouse. Mushroom farm. I might gotta go see that mushroom farm. Let's see. Oh yeah. That's a fucking mushroom farm. I couldn't get up. I think the trap door blocked me. I didn't know they could do that. The Erd tree. Baby Erdy. Holy shit. And we didn't even beat, what, Morgot? To get to the Erd tree? Yeah, we didn't even beat Morgot yet. And yet here we are. How beautiful. Enoki Barn. And you can go out and watch your portobellos grow in real time. Or your wheat. Last time I checked, wheat wasn't a mushroom, but you know. We'll let it slide. We'll let it slide. This is cool as ice. Let it slide. I don't know if you can get up there. Oh, there's signs. You've got to be able to get up there. But I guess there's maybe like a place over here. Oh. Doesn't look like there's a convenient way to get up here. I kind of want to see what that sign says. So ignore my short-lived... Oh, well. Pick the right block first, you know? Ignore my short-lived dirtification of this town. Welcome to the future home of Myceliaville soon. Ever look at a fungus and feel overwhelmed by its beauty? Then this is the town for you. Mush love. Regular builds allowed. Just please have some mushroom tie-in. Built by Nobody Flash. Hell yeah. Honestly, I didn't really know who was involved with building this town. I just thought, you know, hey, they're making a mushroom city. I didn't know it was him involved. But this is a really cute place. I should take a screenshot and hope and use it as the thumbnail. Or not do that, and then hope that YouTube auto-recommends me this as a thumbnail. If I stand here for long enough, it probably will. Probably long enough. Real quick, we're going to go on a short secondary, or a fourth trip. We haven't been to Beanland in a second, but I've heard rumors that there is a statue here made of stolen diamonds. And if I heard rumors, I mean, there definitely was at some point, I'm pretty sure. Because there's some chat controversy about it. Is that? No. Man, where? I don't even know where it is. Also, I think Beanland has gotten quite a bit bigger since we were last here. Because we went up there, but like a lot of these houses didn't exist. I think Beanland may become the next like major city. I don't know if Richard's a real person, so I'll respect that. Yeah, this is totally different, man. This was not anything as big as this was. That's a cool statue. Welcome to Mr. Bragg's humble abode. What is that? Okay, all cool, Mr. Bragg, but what is going on here? It's also a, like, floating destroyed house. That may not be intentional. But, sorry, I'm itching my eye. What is that? Eiffel Tower. Yeah? Definitely is, although I think they might be reaching the height limit unless that is the top of the Eiffel Tower. Also, there's destroyed houses, like, all along. Or all around the Eiffel Tower. Which I don't think is France accurate, but it happens. And it has to rain in this game, and it's loud. And I don't know if there's a setting to turn audio down for this. No. Okay. It's not like modern Minecraft. Oh, also, the mod I got adds FOV settings, so I have it set to 110. I think I usually have it set to Quake Pro, but I worry that Quake Pro will be a little too much for people, so we just keep it at 100. And it gives me a more favorable, like, perspective. Because normally, man, I don't think about it, but normally it's like this, and, like, this is okay, but, like, it's a little freaky to be playing like this. Normally a low FOV is pretty rough for me to look at, but I guess in Minecraft it works. But yeah, we put it at 100 to remain pretty neutral without, like, offending or anyone's eyes if they're sensitive to, like, higher FOV. We wish you good luck. Thank you. But no, yeah, Beanland's grown. There's a sign now. I don't know who started Beanland, but there's a... Actually, I'm curious. Who started Beanland? There's some people online, and some of them should know. Or maybe I should have just walked over here. Maybe Elcrafter 5? Maybe he's the legendary Minecrafter. Can I join? I want to join Beantown. I'll build a house here. Maybe that'd be like a cool video. Just building a house in Beanland. Because why not? It's cool to build stuff. So maybe one day I'll do a video just where I build a town here. That dog is really training for something, man. I don't want to talk about it. I don't know where a good spot would be. Maybe... I think that's like a... I think they purposely made those trees big. Maybe like up... probably not even up here. I don't know, maybe... Man, it's a really condensed town. Or not condensed, but it's really close together. I don't even know where I'd build off of. But that'd be cool, I guess. We'll do a Beanland video one day. But actually, I think I'm about done with this one. This is going to be a pretty short video compared to the rest, but I think that is absolutely fine. They don't always need to be 50-ish minutes. Real quick, we're gonna... Okay, can I... Before we do anything, can I find a bed and, like, not have to be in the rain? I think that's why I was coming into this building, then I kept backing out because I'd immediately forget why I was entering this building. But I want to sleep, and hopefully the rain will stop. Aw, hell yeah. We'll show you some Chunktown progress, because that has been a huge project that's been worked on. We're getting there. So, the idea is that we're going to dig all the way down to the bedrock layer, which probably isn't the craziest thing, but we're going to... Well, first of all, we found a mountain. It's hard to tell, but on the map, you can kind of tell that at some point... Good morning. This was a mountain. We purposely chose a location that was higher in the air in order to make it so that Chunktown would be deeper. So I think Chunktown is set to be, what is it, like 95 blocks deep? More than that, probably. But we set this on top of a big mountain. One of the biggest ones I could find that was still, like, convenient to build on. So there is this, like, ravine that probably has to be patched all the way up, which is not great. But maybe we'll leave it as it is and somehow include an entranceway in that. I almost died. This wouldn't be the worst spot to die. And then this will go all the way down to bedrock. And then at some point, start carving out here in the side of the wall, probably different layers, and then make a staircase that goes down all the way through. And then, in order to make it a little organized, we'll maybe do like a, not necessarily a whitelist system, but like, hey, if you want to build here, just show us where you want to do it, because then we can make it a bit more organized. But we hopefully, people will be able to like carve out a home in the side of the chunk. And they can live there, and they can have a house in Chunktown, and then near the top we'll have things coming out of the walls, so you can have maybe like hanging houses, so people can hang their houses, or have some kind of hanging structure. And maybe near the top we want to do like a dome over Chunktown, so that it doesn't like rain in here, and then that would be pretty convenient. That was also my Discord, don't look at yours, unless yours went off at the same time. I've already made that joke, but oh well. But that's the plan for Chunktown. It's a big plan. It'll probably take a long time to do, considering the fact that we're only about 30 blocks down, and I believe 0 is when bedrock starts spawning sooner than that. But I think 0 is like where the void begins, if I remember correctly. So, really long way to go. But if you would be interested in just watching me mine for about 45 minutes, and having me talk about semi-relevant topics also for 45 minutes, hit me up whenever, because I think that would be like a kind of a fun way to spend an afternoon. And by hit me up whenever, just say in the comments, and if there's interest, I'll just do that, and that can be its own little sub-series like the Exploring the World was, and I don't know, someone will enjoy it. It might be my partner who watches these videos occasionally, but you know, they'll enjoy it, and that's all that matters. But until then, I'm going to stop this here and figure out what I want to do for the next video, because I might do a Beanland build, like a house, now, and do another video real quick, and then I can have 2 forms of content to post. Build and exploration. And this series will be back on a groove that has never been seen before. But until the next video, and until I figure out what I'm going to do, stay sweet.